typically when a potential student or parent is coming on to Downing students and booking with Downing students, they will typically, from inquiry to booking, that average time last year was around 14 days. And that's really everyday FAQs that get asked: how far is the university? What's this policy? It's a load of different questions that come in. And as I was really analysing that, and I thought, how could we become really increase our conversion rates and increase our lead generation, and not have the responsibility of the whole sales admin team to really drive those leads and go through that process. And through that, we made a strategic investment as a family office into a company called Verbaflow, where we've been able to automate a lot of our lead generation across the business. So that's across WhatsApp, email, call and text. And what that now does is that any customer that's coming onto Downing students now can ask any question they want at any time of the day, and it gets responded to immediately, and it's factually correct. So there's no manual error anymore, or being able to respond out of business hours. It responds immediately, all day, every day. And that's really allowed us to take that from lead to booking time from 14 days now down to 2 days. We've only just implemented this in June, but also really drive down our cost of acquisition as well. And that's a proof of like agenetic AI that we've been able to implement, that we're seeing huge ROI from implementing. And I feel like we're just really at the start of this evolution, but by really having a team that really within Downing that takes on these new projects, it really allows us to continue to be ahead of the curve. And I mean, I'll give you another example of what we've just rolled out over the last 2 weeks, which we've never been able to do. So we've got 7,000 students that have just moved in 2 weeks ago. And as a family business, we really want to showcase our sort of family ethics, and we've got a name on the front door to make sure that the students are having the best experience when they're living with us. And through Verbaflow, we set up outbound campaigns where we call all the students and say, how was your move-in process? Was everything okay? And we then say, are you staying in the city next year? And if they say yes, the workflow is set up to then say, okay, are you interested in rebooking your room next year? And if they say yes, then it allows us to really start driving that predictive analytics for the first time. So as we're setting our prices for next year, we can have a lot more with a lot more accuracy of the intent of all our residents, and if they're staying in the city next year. And I think that's just 2 small examples of where we're integrating it, but there's a lot more that we're doing. But it's factual evidence that we're seeing by implementing AI and automation into our processes.
And is that an AI phone call that someone receives?
Yeah. So I mean, it's hilarious as well if you actually listen to you can go back on the CRM and listen to the conversations, and the students don't know that they're speaking to when they answer the call, they say, "Hi, I'm D, a Downing student's AI assistant." But sometimes you can see that they forgot, because they start saying, "Oh, thank you very much for your time today." And like it's really funny listening back to some of them, just to really, as we're doing quality testing, to see if they're working out as we plan.
That's incredible. So effectively, you're able to get in that use case, get an indication of appetite to stay next year, and then based on that, almost kind of create some sort of like wait list or kind of supply demand forecast, which will have an impact in terms of what your pricing structure might look like.
So really using that predictive analytics, cross-referencing that data with our data team to say, okay, of what we intended our rebookers to be. So that's typically driven by the year of study. So if they're like a first year, then we know that there's a good chance they're going to be staying in the following year, but it gives us a lot more accuracy with the data as well. And that's just a small example where I say we've got now a truly vertically integrated structure where we can leverage these data insights in automated reporting processes that our investment team can then leverage to start driving real-time decision making.